Well, my name's Dr. Brandon Lenore. I'm a professor of political communication and political science here at High Point University. And I had the opportunity to organize a trip to Washington, D.C. for a dozen students to attend the inauguration of Donald J. Trump. And the process to be selected is they each had to write a proposal on what they would do as a project to share the experience with High Point University and the broader Triad area.
There is a large contingent of younger voters attending. Many of them found the entire election process to be fascinating.
Happened has happened, and now I think it's time to move on and go towards that bright future.
Everyone was swarming and we stood still trying to walk for 10 minutes at a time, and that's what shocked me, and the sea of red hats. I talked about that in my interview the morning of. I was asked what did I expect to see, and I was like, I don't really know, but I'm picturing like a sea of Make America Great Again hats, and that's exactly what I saw when I did like the crowd shot, was just red everywhere.
I struggle with this a little bit because I don't want to equate verbal harassment with physical violence, and I don't think it's safe to say that the booing and jeering from the crowd was the same level of disruption as, burning things in the streets and smashing windows of businesses. That, these people didn't do anything wrong. Just because you're in DC doesn't mean you support Trump. Just because you own a business doesn't mean you do, especially when it comes to, I heard a Starbucks got smashed, and we all know that they don't support conservatives, generally speaking. But on both sides, there were people who were disrespectful of the other side, and it's frustrating to see that during this political season, if you will.
The swearing in of Donald Trump was really cool to watch because I aspire to be a Supreme Court justice, and Chief Justice John Roberts is the one that administers the oath to Donald Trump. So it was really cool to see, and everyone was completely silent at that time. Like, obviously a lot of people were talking before the inauguration since we had to stand out there for 6 hours, but it was really quiet once the actual administration of the oath came, so it was really cool.
Ooh, Inception over here. Oh boy.
I absolutely love DC just because there are so many things to see. We didn't get to see a whole lot of the monuments. I've been once before, and I have been into the White House, but there's nothing like it since there is so many monuments and memorials. But yes, I thoroughly enjoy DC and the aspects around it.
I don't really think anyone expected Donald Trump to win the entire election. And I think it took a lot of people by surprise. So people weren't really prepared for it, and a lot of people were offended by comments he had made. But I think it's also different when you make comments than actually acting on your feelings and putting your personal comfort over the country's national security.
This was actually the 5th inauguration that I have witnessed, but it's the 2nd time I've taken students. This was the largest group of students I've taken, however, and with that it poses some challenges. When you're trying to get through a group of, or the mass of society trying to get in to watch the inauguration, you have to make sure that you don't leave anybody behind, make sure that everybody gets through security safely.
It was incredible. Ever since the RNC, we had this vision of going to the inauguration, and to see it all put together was amazing.